Hello and welcome to another video. This is about coronavirus. Um, I've loaded up a video in German language. Um, it's a video in German with English undertitles, but I saw it has not so good performance, but it's quite important. So let me talk about what this man says. His name is Dr. Wolfgang Wodak. He's of course from Germany, and he's a specialist for viruses. He was in an important position, health department, I don't know, in Germany or in Strasbourg. I think it was in Strasbourg, the European Commission or the European Parliament, and he was, it's quite interesting, there was a flu, swine or flu, it was maybe 10 years ago, and he was the only one who started I don't know how you say, there were certain people in the WHO, World Health Organization in New York, and he started a campaign. Who is responsible for this swine flu campaign? It was not the first panic they produced. There were, as you remember, before this corona panic, there was swine flu maybe 10 years ago. I think it was 2010 or something like that. And then before that there was this also another kind of virus, a lot of panic, but nothing happened much. There were many deaths, and now they say this coronavirus is dangerous, it brings death, and well, let me tell you something about what he said, this Mr. Wodak. He says that he has a sample from Glasgow, there are datas, and he said that there is a coronavirus, like this, it's Corona beer, but he said there's a coronavirus, and there are also other viruses, like this, or maybe like this, and he said, well, a virus is never alone. There's always a mix of many viruses we have in our body, and when our immune system working well, our immune system cope this mix of viruses. And the interesting is the sample. The sample shows that there was a coronavirus already there in 2005. So this is 15 years ago, and in fact the coronavirus exists since the 90s, or maybe since the 80s. I looked up another film that they said, KlarTV said that somehow there was a laboratory in Wuhan, in China, financed by Soros, you know him. So this virus exists maybe 20 or 30 years. There was never many people dying from this the last 20 years, but now in this moment many people dying, and they say there's a curve, and we have to flap this curve, and we have nobody can go out anymore. And it is quite strange why now in this moment this coronavirus is so dangerous. In the last 20 years you never heard about this virus, but it was there. It was there, and well, it was one of many viruses. There are always other viruses. A virus comes never alone. If you kill one virus, so the other viruses they spread more. They have more space in your body, and if you kill only one virus, so the other viruses they will spread. Well, so it makes no sense to kill only one virus. Well, you never can kill them total. They will always survive somehow. There was another interesting new from Italia. There was the ruler of the Italian civil protection. His name is Angelo Borelli. He said, well, there were 793 deaths in 24 hours, but they had the coronavirus, but when they die, they don't prove the reason of death. It can be also another reason. This is what he said. Well, it can be that they died because of this coronavirus, but it can be also another reason. They had the coronavirus, but it's not said that the coronavirus is the reason of death. This is what he said. Well, it's quite amazing that he said this. It's a kind of hidden critic. Well, you know, in Italian it is a little bit difficult. He needs this job. He can't lose his jobs, or he comes in trouble if he said, well, something is wrong here, or something is not correct here. He said he said it a little bit hidden, but if you listen, well, you can hear, well, this was a kind of critic. They count everybody has a coronavirus. Well, everybody has it, because this coronavirus is already out since 20 or 30 years. We all have this virus, and now they say if somebody dies, well, it's only because of this coronavirus, and this is not correct. This is what he said, Angelo Borelli. Well, he's a hero, isn't he? Well, and if 793 people died in 24 hours, you know, Italian is 60.48 million. It's a big country. It is a normal death rate. You know, they have like in every industrial country, you have this pyramid on a. You know, there are many old people, and they die. Well, it's normal when that older people die, and this number can be a normal death rate, but well, they say it's all because of corona. You better don't believe what they say, because it's the reason for this campaign is another reason. I think, well, they want to take us our freedom away, so that we can't move out. We have to stay at home. Today there's a meeting. Chancellor in Berlin, Angela Merkel, all this leaders of this lands, we say Bundesland lands here in Germany, they meet and they discussing should the people stay at home. Well, I think it will be. It will coming. They want to test how far can they go, and maybe they want to destroy this democracy that they have then a health dictatorship. Well, we have already kind of greenhouse gas dictatorship, and now they try another try. Well, what's about health dictatorship, where we all want your best, and we want to flat the curve, but they don't want our best. They want to set us in panic, and the people run to the doctor, and the doctor, well, you got a flu, you got a vax, I will vax you, you get a vaccine, and then everything will be better, but no, it won't. Don't do that, because that will bring you more harm. It can even cause your death. You never know what is in. Well, I load up this virus about the coronavirus, this video, and there's a second part in this film. There's two men, they are discussing about vaccination, and one says, well, I did it and I felt so bad and I will never do it again. Well, that's correct. You never know what's in it, and you better don't do it. It will bring you more harm. Well, another thing that this man say, Dr. Wolfgang Wodak, is well, he said there's a sample from people of Glasgow, and he said this coronavirus is one of many virus, and it is about 7 to 15%. The other percent is other virus, so this is only, this corona is maybe 7 to 15% of a mix of many viruses. Well, and this coronavirus exists a long time, and never was a panic about this coronavirus, but now suddenly out from the nowhere we have a big corona problem. Well, this is not, well, it sounds somehow crazy if you think about it. What else can I say? Well, they say about viruses, but they never say something about the things that the airplanes spray out. Morgellons is the main weapon. I said already in other videos. It is, if you get this morgellons, they build up. It is like small antennas in the deeper skin. They work as a amplifier for radiation, comes from this cell phone towers, and they can even send special frequencies that this virus multiply. What is a virus? A virus is a single string of it is called RNA. A stands for acids. Where there are special acids, they build this string, and of course you can find out, is it like an antenna, you can find out the resonance of this special virus. Maybe corona, can be any virus, there are many viruses. You can also have many frequencies in a mix, and you can send it to the people, and the viruses will multiply. My last video was about this Gulf War disease. If you maybe have seen it from Tom Bearden, Scalar wave specialist from your country, from the States, and he made a paper, and it's here's a sign of the Soviet flag, where the Russian Secret Service made tests on this ABC troopers, Canadian, English, American troopers, and he said they sent them a mix. It was quite easy for the Russian scientists to do so. Well, you need only the frequencies from these viruses that they multiply. We have it already in our body. Our immune system suppress it, and if you send the multiply frequency of special viruses, our immune system can't cope it anymore, so they became weak, so they felt exhausted. They didn't know why. They said, well, maybe they have radiation from radioactive ammunition. They shot also with radioactive. I think there was special ammunition from Iran, but it wasn't. It was because of this experience, scalar wave experience. You can also send scalar waves that bring down your potassium and calcium level, so your immune system gets down, and so that means that you get sick, because if your immune system down, it don't works anymore. The viruses in your body can spread. Can also be that there are frequencies that weak your immune system. Another interesting experience is if you control this technique, scalar wave technique, you can send a special frequency, a special field of information inside a scalar wave. It is like a building plan for your body. Well, it's like a command. You build this viruses by your own. They have. You can send this informations that your body built the viruses by himself, by itself, if you like. Well, there are so many opportunities to do with the scalar technology, and I don't know what is exactly what was exactly the goal for a disease. You can send a frequency from multiplying viruses you already have. You can send a command to your body, build this virus by your own, and you can inside a scalar wave in this vacuum channels. You can also send in a fluid these viruses that comes. Well, I have the problem that I have this problem with lung beamers, and they send it here to my lung, and I have to fight every day. I inhale Epsom salt and apple vinegar and tea tree oil. I put in a bowl, and iodide, potassium iodide a little bit. Well, that helps inhaling every day. And of course this chlorine dioxide can destroy the membrane of a virus. Well, this virus is always in a membrane. It comes in our body in a membrane and goes to our body cells and says, well, what about copy me? It goes to a body cell in our bloodstream, and then this virus brings our own body cells to multiply this virus, and the virus always change because it want to our immune system have a special knowledge, and it changed all the time that our immune system don't find this virus, that this immune system can't find this virus. So a virus always change every year. I don't know how quick, but it quite quick. Maybe some months, and it's changed, and our immune system have to learn again. If the new virus, so so there are many ways that they can bring these viruses to flourish in our bodies with this technology. And the most dangerous things are the morgellons. As I said, it's a main weapon. This morgellons can be used as a sending platform and as an amplifier from special signals come from the outside. If you fight this morgellons, you can also fight these viruses. I'm quite sure, and many people don't know this. Well, they say, well, it's only the virus, but the virus, this coronavirus, isn't the main problem. The morgellons are quite more dangerous. They have, it's a fungus. They produce substances that weak your muscles, your strength, also psychedelic substance that makes people somehow dumb. Or there are red fibers and blue fibers. They can influence with special frequencies your mind, your feelings. Morgellons are much sophisticated, and this stupid viruses, I think it's not dangerous if your immune system is working as long as you fight the morgellons. This is the main problem. And that's it for today. I hope maybe you, if you don't understand German, I hope this video, Wolfgang Wodarg, you just read what he's saying. It's very important. Well, that's it for today. Best wishes.